The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, has captivated human imagination for millennia. From ancient myths to modern scientific explorations, our moon is a treasure trove of mysteries, history, and incredible facts. In this video, let's take a deep dive into some of the most fascinating and lesser-known facts about our natural satellite. Scientists believe that the moon was born about 4.5 billion years ago due to a massive collision between Earth and a Mars-sized object called Theia. This colossal impact ejected debris into space, which eventually coalesced to form the moon. This theory, known as the giant impact hypothesis, is supported by the similarities in isotopic compositions between Earth's mantle and lunar rocks. Did you know that the moon is slowly moving away from us? Each year, it drifts about 3.8 centimeters, 1.5 inches, farther from Earth. This phenomenon is caused by tidal interactions between the Earth and the moon, gradually altering the length of our days. If this continues for billions of years, Earth's rotation will slow significantly, and solar eclipses will no longer be visible from our planet. The moon's gravity is only about 1/6 of Earth's, which is why astronauts can take giant leaps when walking on its surface. This reduced gravity also plays a crucial role in controlling our planet's tides. The gravitational pull of the moon, combined with that of the sun, causes the rise and fall of ocean waters, shaping coastal ecosystems and even influencing Earth's climate. Unlike Earth, the moon lacks a dense atmosphere, which means there is no weather, no air to breathe, and no protection from space radiation. However, it does have a thin layer of gases called an exosphere, composed of hydrogen, helium, and neon. Interestingly, without a protective atmosphere, the moon's surface temperature fluctuates dramatically, ranging from 127 degrees Celsius 260 degrees Fahrenheit in the daytime to minus 173 degrees Celsius minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit at night. The phrase dark side of the moon is misleading. Both sides of the moon receive sunlight at different times. The side that faces away from Earth, known as the far side, was unseen by humans until the Soviet Luna 3 spacecraft photographed it in 1959. The far side is more rugged and cratered than the near side, likely due to a thinner crust that makes it more susceptible to asteroid impacts. You might think the moon is geologically dead, but that's not entirely true. NASA's Apollo missions discovered that the moon experiences moonquakes, caused by tidal stresses exerted by Earth's gravity. Some quakes are shallow and can last for hours, making future lunar bases potentially vulnerable to seismic activity. For decades, scientists believed the moon was completely dry. However, recent discoveries have confirmed the presence of frozen water in permanently shadowed craters near its poles. This finding is revolutionary because it means future lunar missions could extract water for drinking, oxygen production, and even rocket fuel, making long-term moon habitation a real possibility. Throughout history, the moon has played a major role in shaping human culture, mythology, and even calendars. Many ancient civilizations, including the Mayans, Egyptians, and Chinese, based their timekeeping systems on lunar cycles. The full moon has also been linked to folklore, from werewolves to superstitions about bad luck. Even today, events like supermoons, blood moons, and lunar eclipses attract global attention. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth comes between the sun and the moon, casting its shadow on the lunar surface. These eclipses can be total, partial, or penumbral, creating stunning visuals in the night sky. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon appears red due to Earth's atmosphere scattering shorter wavelengths of light. This phenomenon is called a blood moon. One of the greatest achievements in human history was the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to walk on the moon. Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," marked a new era of space exploration. In total, 12 astronauts have walked on the moon between 1969 and 1972, collecting samples and conducting experiments that continue to influence science today. Space agencies like NASA, ESA, ISRO, and private companies are planning a return to the moon. NASA's Artemis program aims to land the first woman and the next man on the moon by the mid-2020s. China and Russia have also announced plans for lunar bases. With advancements in technology, the moon could soon become a launchpad for deeper space exploration, including missions to Mars. One of the most critical functions of the moon is stabilizing Earth's axial tilt. Our planet tilts at about 23.5 degrees, which is responsible for the seasons. Without the moon's gravitational influence, this tilt could vary drastically over time, leading to extreme climate changes. Scientists believe that without the moon, Earth's axis could wobble unpredictably, possibly making life as we know it impossible. Have you ever wondered why the near side of the moon looks so different from the far side? The near side, which faces Earth, has large, dark basaltic plains called maria, Latin for seas. In contrast, the far side is heavily cratered and lacks these dark patches. One theory suggests that the moon was once more volcanically active on its near side due to differences in crust thickness, which allowed lava to flood the surface and form these plains. When we think of towering mountains, we usually picture Mount Everest, Earth's highest peak at 8,849 meters, 29,032 feet. But did you know that the moon has mountains that rival or even surpass Everest in height? The Mons Huygens, the tallest mountain on the moon, reaches about 5,500 meters, 18,045 feet, while some peaks around the moon's south pole are even higher. Due to the lower gravity, climbing these lunar peaks would be a very different experience from climbing on Earth. Beneath the moon's surface lie enormous lava tubes, ancient tunnels formed by flowing lava billions of years ago. Some of these tubes could be large enough to fit entire cities. Scientists believe these underground caves might offer natural protection from radiation, extreme temperatures, and meteorite impacts, making them perfect locations for future lunar habitats. Japan's space agency, JAXA, has even proposed exploring these tunnels for human settlement. Scattered across the moon's surface are bizarre, bright, swirling patterns known as lunar swirls. One of the most famous is Reiner Gamma, a mesmerizing, spiraling structure. These formations don't appear to be linked to impact craters, leading scientists to speculate that they might be caused by magnetic anomalies or interactions with solar wind. Their true origin remains a mystery. If you were to stand on the moon, you'd experience complete silence. That's because sound waves need a medium, like air or water, to travel. Since the moon has no significant atmosphere, there's no way for sound to propagate. Even if an explosion occurred right next to you, you wouldn't hear it, though you might feel the vibrations through the ground. There's a long-standing belief that the full moon affects human behavior, sleep patterns, and even mental health. While myths of werewolves and increased crime rates during full moons have been largely debunked, some studies suggest that people sleep less and experience lighter sleep during full moons. The exact reason isn't fully understood, but it might be linked to evolutionary biology or light exposure at night. The moon is extremely hostile to life as we know it. No liquid water, no atmosphere, and extreme temperatures. However, in 2019, a spacecraft crash-landed on the moon carrying thousands of microscopic creatures called tardigrades, also known as water bears. These tiny organisms can survive extreme conditions, including radiation and the vacuum of space. While they're not actively living on the moon, it raises an interesting question. Could microscopic life ever adapt to survive there? Scientists and space agencies are looking at the moon as a potential source of valuable resources. The moon contains helium-3, a rare isotope that could be used for nuclear fusion, offering a cleaner energy source for Earth. Additionally, the regolith lunar soil is rich in silicon, iron, and titanium, which could support future space colonies. Countries like the US, China, and India are already planning lunar mining missions in the coming decades. One day on the moon is much longer than on Earth. The moon completes one full rotation on its axis in about 27.3 Earth days, which is also the same time it takes to orbit Earth. This means the moon has very long days and nights, each lasting about 14 Earth days. If you were standing on the moon, you'd experience 2 weeks of scorching daylight followed by 2 weeks of freezing darkness. Many experts believe that before humans colonize Mars, we will first establish permanent bases on the moon. The moon serves as a perfect testing ground for long-term space missions because it is close to Earth, but still provides the challenges of a hostile, extraterrestrial environment. NASA's Artemis Base Camp and China's planned International Lunar Research Station are steps toward making moon colonization a reality. One of the strangest conspiracy theories suggests that the moon is not a natural object but rather a hollow, artificial structure placed in orbit by an advanced civilization. This idea, while lacking scientific evidence, was fueled by reports from Apollo missions that suggested the moon rang like a bell when struck by a lander. However, scientists explain this as the moon's rigid structure causing prolonged seismic vibrations. Some UFO enthusiasts claim that ancient ruins or artificial structures have been spotted in lunar photographs. While NASA and scientists dismiss these claims as optical illusions or geological formations, the mystery fuels speculation about past or even present extraterrestrial activity on the moon. The idea of an alien base on the far side of the moon remains one of the most popular sci-fi theories. Scientists believe that without the moon, Earth's evolution could have been dramatically different. Its gravitational influence may have played a crucial role in stabilizing the conditions needed for life to thrive. Some even theorize that complex life forms, including humans, might never have evolved without the moon's effects on Earth's tides, climate, and axial tilt. The moon has been our companion in the cosmos for billions of years, influencing Earth's tides, culture, and space exploration. As we continue to unlock its secrets, we inch closer to the dream of humans living beyond Earth. With upcoming missions, potential lunar bases, and discoveries yet to be made, the moon will remain a beacon of curiosity and inspiration for future generations. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the moon's fascinating facts, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more space-related content on Think My Universe. And let me know in the comments what topic should we explore next.